welcome back. So okay, so this seems to work. So today we are going to work on trailering strategy. What's the thing here? Let's take a look at our notes. So as you might know, we were working on a trailering strategy. Okay, wait a moment. I need to turn on the hell's the name? The chat. I need to open this in another window, and also the chat from TradingView. Let's put it such a way that I can see it, and here we will have the one from YouTube. Okay, 1 second please. Yeah, that's it. So small PineScript questions, doubts are welcome, which is what I always say, because that's true. I mean, if you have any PineScript doubt, you can ask about it, and we will talk about it. So that's it. So let's see. So we have this trailering strategy, and we want to add some KNN stuff. So as you can see here, this strategy is not very good, but this is made on purpose so that KNN can filter the bad values. And let's read. Okay, what we have here. So about the sizing, yes, we want to reverse sizing, and we want it to be 1. Okay, so let's try to do this, and once we have finished with sizing, we are going to we're going to have the different conditions for knowing if we trigger a trade, and then when we close a trade, so that we can evaluate if we need to close or not the trade. You know what I mean? So let's try to do that. Let's see how it goes. So please, what the hell is this? If I if I use, okay, yeah, so let's take a look at all of this. So look at this: remove trailering consensus sizing. We want to revert this, as we have said. The first section needs to say that this is 1, and that's it. Yeah, so let's try to revert this, and then we will fix the first part. So yes, so now we can say something like, wait a second, hit the status, hit lock, yeah, so hit revert this last commit. Yeah, let's revert it completely. And as we have here on the nodes, the first section, we only want this to happen, and that's what I'm going to do manually. So let me just check this thing, and so the first section is 1000 line So the first section we have this biggest of 3, smallest of 3, which we don't have anymore. So as we are not using them, I'm going to remove them. I don't want any of this, but I'm going to leave this functions stuff. Although, yeah, if we are not using it, let's just remove it so that it's easier to read. And then so this is this consensus minimum something, and so this thing here needs to be 1, and that's it. So that's what we are going to do, and the same thing needs to happen here. So now this is what it's going to happen here. Here you are. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now hit diff. This is going to be something like, I don't know why. I think I'm not in the right place where, I don't know. So hit add scripts trailerine pknn, and so this is going to be trading consensus fixed to 1-0. Okay, that's it. So that way we have the sizing capabilities, but we are not using it because why would you want to use them if it's not actually needed? I mean, I don't know how to size everything right now, so I'm not going to size it right now. So we will decide how to size everything at the end, and right now we don't care. That's how it goes. Yeah. So compiling, let's see if it should work as bad as it did before. Okay. Okay, so so yeah, so that's what we have here. It works as always, bad results, but that's what we want. So let's go back to what we want to actually do here. Okay, so this is whatever day is today, which I have no idea. Okay, it's 21 of January. So and this is sizing reversion to 1.0. This is already done. Okay, so in order to make KNN, we need to make sure to know when how everything goes on. Okay, so I have this music is very loud and I don't understand. I don't listen to my own thoughts. So once we are in a candle, I need to know if we have anything or not, and that's something that we want to formalize so that we can work with it. Okay, so do we need an array or have to virtual trait type? Are we going to find other virtual traits once virtual trait is open? Do we remove minimum and the maximum consensus? Okay, so in a single candle, you know one long and short consensus. Both candles need to have at least one minimum and either long and short. Yeah. So so the first thing I want to do is virtual trait on thing, which is it's going to be that both candles need to have at least one minimum and one short, and that way, okay, that's the question. Yeah, that way I can know when a trait is closed. I can know yeah, probably need, I mean, I don't know if I need an array, but I think I need a just to save those values onto a function. So let's see how we do it in such a way that it's easy to do. So in the main stuff here that we have, well, we have this thing about the beer position, price median, and so on. So then you've got the volume bounds, which we no longer use. Body of liar strategy we no longer use. And somewhere we are supposed to be using the different values for, what the hell is this? So here on this tab here, you've got this thing about trailing short bet and so on. So you can count how many of them there are, the price medium and so on. So what we want to do is we want to save. So once a virtual trait goes on, we want to save what the hell do we want to save? So first of all, okay, so we want to save wait, I didn't have the mic properly put. So we want to save first candle value, second candle value, and take profit and stop loss. That's what we want to save. So we probably want to save this onto a what the hell is this? Into an object. Okay, so let's see. And this object plus medium, feeble, and much more. Volume bounds, long and short. Okay, so this is I mean, is this going to be the KNN or virtual trait?
Let's call this swing
swing trade calculus. Swing calculus. Let's call this swing calculus begin. I mean, swing calculus up strategy. That's what we're going to call this, and then we will see how we do this properly. So this is the swing calculus. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. 1 second, please. So first of all, I need let's see. So for this thing, which is we call swing, swing detected. Okay. Swing, let's say swing detected. By default, it's going to be false. Okay. And I mean, not float. This is a boolean. Okay. So by default, this is going to be it's going to be false. Okay. And so swing detected thing needs to be the first thing we need to have is that the first candle is greater or it's different to 0. Okay, let me see. So swing detected false. Are we doing this right? Okay, so first candle needs, where's the thing here? First candle. No, both long and short consensus at the same time. Okay, and second candle the same thing. Okay, so maybe we need a way of okay, let me see to see if I understand how this works, and then we will be able to do all of this in one go. So as you can see here, we are having this new long position price medium with all the stuff showed made in extreme prices also, and then there's this calculus about so on, and I'm missing the long stuff here, which, what the hell is this? 1 second. Trailing long. What the hell is trailing long? Okay, so yeah, this is a condition so that you have this 0.20 minimum long take profit, minimum short take profit. Okay, but in any case, here it is. This is long protection, which we don't care right now, and here we have this thing which is telling us if we have a long consensus and short consensus. Okay, and that's one thing. So this variable, it's on each one of the candles, and it's telling us if we are going, if there is a consensus greater than 1, because that's what it actually happens here. It's greater than 1. So yeah, because that's what happens here with all of this. So here you have the minimum maximum consensus, so we are not touching this, even if we should actually remove it. But the idea is that you've got this really long and really short, which are not modified by staff. And so this is what says okay, so one second, let me bookmark this so that we know where the hell is this done. And now let's go to our new, where the hell is this? We have some new lines. So swing calculus, swing supper strategy, okay. So swing detected, it's going to be so the first condition is no both and no short, so trailing long and trailing short at the same time. In the previous candle, this is not what we want, so we actually want this to be not, okay. That's it. So the second condition is the same thing, but with the current candle, so it's 0 or whatever, you know what I mean, okay. So then it's first candle different, wait a minute, yeah, different than 0. So we could have two of them at the same time. Well, yeah, so different than 0. So this is swing detected. I mean, we should probably have all of this in one candle, isn't it? And in one sentence or something. I'm not sure. So different than 0 means that either first candle, so it's either trailing long is different than 0, or is this the right thing to say different in PineScript? That's a good question. So either the first one is, so either your long is different than 0. I mean, not 0, but wait a minute. Yeah, so the first thing is, do we have consensus, yes or no? Do we have consensus, yes or no? That's what we want. And then what we actually want is this value is different than 0. And so what, let's see how to do this. So we print somewhere how much of this we have, which is this thing here. So this is long when okay, let's see. I didn't want to have a problem with my brain, so because this is complex. So look at this. So this is taking a look at wait a moment. We are already doing this. No, yeah, this is the first one, and then this is looking at the second one. So I guess that somehow this is already checking that. Okay, anyway, So this is how somehow making sure that this is greater than the minimum. In any case, yeah, so in any case, so we've got this consensus, and then we've got this long consensus thing, which is what I want to actually use here. So it's different than 0. So we want the long consensus and the short consensus. Okay, we want this to be different than 0, because then it means that we have something greater than 0. Okay, because we might convert this into something else later on, so I prefer to write it this way. And the same thing needs to happen here. So the second candle needs to be different than 0 too. Okay, so in that case this is 0 and 0. Okay, so here we have this swing detected thing. Okay, does it mean that we have a good trade or something? We don't know, but here there is a swing detected. So this is the first thing we want to do. We want to save this swing detected thing. Let's see if we can added swing super strategy draft, or maybe 1. Okay, and once we have this, I want to plot this, because it's going to be quite a nice thing to have, to be able to plot this in such a way that we can explore what the hell is this about. So probably what we want to do is we want to have this thing here, and that way we will be able to see this swing detected thing. So now we should be able, so I wonder if I had to plot some other thing, like plotting an arrow or something, but right now I want to do it like this, so that I only need to check this thing down there. Okay, so have we managed? No, we have not. So here I guess that we have the same traits that we have originally, and yeah, it doesn't work very well, but you know, so I guess that I can take a look around here to see if swing detected happens or something. Now let's go to different traits. So we should be checking, look at this. So here we have a swing detected, even if as you can see we've got long consensus, then this is a swing. However, this is not right, because you can see how when this happens, we don't have a change, so it's probably not a swing but just going on. So I'm not sure this is a good thing to do, to try to guess what happens when two long staff is cut on a row. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, let's find out another one. Maybe this one here. You can see how, yeah, so 12, 5, and then there's swing. And so maybe what we want to do here is say something like, so we don't want long and short. Do we actually want this or not? That's a good question. Maybe we don't want this. I mean, let's try again. So if I'm here, I have this swing detected here because we've got, look at that, so we have one, so this is the first one, the second one. So here I detect a swing instead of here, and yeah, and then something happens. Maybe it's a good idea to start the swing whenever it happens, two of them at the same time. This will give us more traits, if you wish, isn't it? Means that's the idea. But in that way, what we actually need is I mean, we don't need trading long and trading short, but what we actually need is to count this, and that's it. So let me see. I don't want to depend this on trading long, because that's completely different to what we are doing here. So I want another trading long and trading short, which is going to be let's see, so swing long, it's going to be whatever trading long is doing right now, which trading long is wait a moment. Yeah, so trading long is this thing about the long consensus, which goes down. Okay, so long consensus. I mean, I don't. Long consensus greater than 1. This is swing long, and the swing short is going to be this short consensus being also greater than 1. Once we have this, we can say that we don't want the same two at the same time, and yeah, and the same thing should happen here. So we don't want the both of them at the same time in both of the current candle and the previous candle. And so it needs to be greater than 0, at least. I mean, one of the two needs to be different than 0. It needs to be greater than 1, actually. I mean, yeah, let's put greater than 1. Why not? This needs to be greater than 1. That's what makes sense. So either one or the other needs to be greater than 1. This is from the previous candle, and this is from the current candle. And so this is going to work more or less as before, and let's see. It's quite funny because this is KNN, but I never go to the KNN part because it's I need to make sure to understand what the hell I want to express with this. So we have saved this. Okay. Nice. So now we should have also the swing detected thing from around here. Okay, so 10 and 3 with the detect swing, even if it's not a good thing. And that's it. So let's try to fix this. So now we can add this. So we want this and not this. So this is going to be number 2. So the next thing we wanted to do is that the candles are different. No, we don't want to do that, because why is that a problem? We don't know. Although I don't know. Maybe yes, we should work on that. Okay, let's see if we see any swing value around here. Okay, so let's take a look here. So here we don't have any trait. I don't think we are inside of any trait. Yeah, that's it. We are not inside of any trait. But here we have a swing here. Look at this. So short consensus again, and this is a swing detected. And what the hell happens? We go down. So that's a fucking good thing to have here. So it's probably the best thing to keep this thing here, and we will have more traits. So I'm quite good with this. So the first candle know both. And so what I want to save here, what I want to plot, what I want to save here is the different values for the different swing stuff. So so this is going to be swing. Okay, how the hell do we call this? So here I'm supposed to have some KNN stuff, and KNN a filter. What the hell is this? I don't remember very well which is the one that. So probably scripts KNN have the right one. So let me open that, because I don't remember very well how this was called. So KNN filter thing, here it is. Let's open it here on the bottom too. Okay, yeah, so wait, yeah, so KNN filter, and let's open it also here. Okay, now I'm doing it right. It's okay. So here we have this KNN from us, and so here we have this KNN that learn from this KNN feature something, and somewhere we save the two of the KNN variables, and I have no idea which are the names, or if you have any names for these attributes. So let's try to find whatever that is. So look at that, feature 1, feature 2. So that's what we save into the KNN matrix in order to decide where the hell do we go. So it's feature 1 and feature 2. So that's what we're going to do. So this is feature 1 and feature 2. So feature 1 is going to be the first candle, and feature 2 is going to be the current candle, and we are going to save that. So this is an int. We are going to save that so that when we call KNN we can store it. So this is, we're going to save it as float because I think it's going to be easier later on to work with it. But what you actually want to do is let me see. So this is not swing long or switch short Boolean value, but this arbitrarily long consensus thing, okay, or not. So let me see, how the hell do I do this? So if this is, so as you might know here, this is greater than 1, and so if this is greater than 1, okay, let me see. How the hell do we do this without? So what I want is this to be positive, and otherwise it's negative. So this always is going to be 0 and 1, isn't it? I mean, so what I think what I want to do is just swing. Okay, so let's do swing feature. It's going to be long consensus minus short consensus. Okay, so if this is 0, this is going to be negative, and this is 0, this is going to be positive, and that's it. That's what I want to do. So this is swing feature, it's from previous candle, and this one is from the current candle. You know what I mean? So this is quite good. So what I want to save onto the KNN are these two values from here. So let's try to save this and see what happens. Do we have any problem, or is it okay with what we have here? And January, okay, look at that. I have some traits. which are not okay. Betancourt, thank you for your subscription. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, this is very good. Look at that. Okay, so now we have exactly the same thing, but the swing detected is here. Look at that, swing detected. And okay, so one thing we should be doing is detecting when the trade ends or whatever, you know what I mean. So this is, let's save the current changes for now, and let's say that this is the third commit related to this, and let me see. So if, what the hell is this? So my problem is that here on this candle we have the swing. What the hell was this? Didn't we have the swing twice in a row? Two different candles or something? So when that happens, we need to okay, so what we have right now is that we only depend for this stuff to be working on this long consensus and short consensus. So we don't care about trading long and trading short. So this is very nice. Okay, so swing long means that we have some long consensus, swing short means that we have some short consensus, and then we make sure that we have at least one, and yeah, and that we don't have both long and short consensus in the same candle at the same time. And then we are saving this thing called swing feature, which means that if we have long consensus we have a positive value, and if we have short consensus we have a negative value. As this is not going to be true at the same time, we are not going to have anything strange here. And so this when we have detected, when we have swing detect being true, we are going to be able to save swing feature 1 and swing feature 2 with these different values, so positive 5 or negative 5 or whatever. So we have this. So let me show you so that you understand what the hell does this mean. So so what usually happens is that the swing detected, it's going to be true, okay, and that means that we have swing feature I don't know 2, and swing feature 1 2, and swing feature 4 -4. Okay, so this actually means that we have a long what's the name, we have a beer too long. This means that we have a beer too long consensus thing equal to 2 on the previous candle. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, and what the hell does mean this other here on the bottom? This means that we have a short consensus, because this is negative, in the current candle because it's feature 2. So feature 1 is current candle, it's previous candle, and feature 2 is current candle. You know what I mean? That's what you have here. So that way we will have this map of points from 1 to 24 with this thing here, which will help us to decide where the hell we are going, if we are going to go long or short or whatever. Okay, so that's the first thing we want to do. So the question is, yeah, that's a good question. Which is the question? Now we want to save. So now we have what we want to save into KNN, but we want to know when we want to save it, and also we need to know what's the result we want to save there. I mean, not the result, but something else that I don't remember the name from KNN. So KNN, we have feature 1 and feature 2, which we have done here. Okay, so swing detected, it means virtual trade has started here, and now we are going to know if it's a good thing or not. But how the hell did this work? So feature 1, feature 2, source is the current price, maximum size, okay, of the matrix, and a KNN matrix. Okay, let's search more stuff here. Look at that, KNN store, which saves stuff into the store. So source matrix, feature 1, feature 2. Okay. What the hell is this? Previous source. Add to the storage matrix. Previous source. What the hell is this? How are we doing this right or not? Store percent. Feature 1, feature 2, source. So this source thing is the current price. So probably when you add stuff to the current matrix, you add whatever price you have, and then you remove the previous source thing, which I don't know where the hell this comes from, if I'm honest. So it comes from P source. Okay, KNN get distance. Yeah, so distance you can filter thanks to the distance. And KNN sum, make a prediction. Yeah. Okay, then you've got this 2 KNN, which is use everything at the same time, and you've also have the source thing here. So I'm not sure if this is the thing that I want to use as a KNN template, because the conditions about so the problem is when we want to save it and what's the result. Okay, and you're going to ask me what the hell is the result thing that you're talking about. So here when you have this thing about store percent or KNN store, which I'm not sure. So a store percent, you when you store percent, you're saving a percentage which you have here, and you have here the 100 thing. And actually, I don't know if this is what we were using here. Yeah, we were, depending on the volume percent, you use one or the other. Okay, so you can choose the percent or not. So when you have the percent, what you are actually saving here, so what you are saving into the KNN matrix, okay, it's whatever you had before without the row, and then you you remove whatever maximum row you have, so that you have a space to add new data, and then you are saving parameter 1, parameter 2, price, and result percentage, which is yeah, so this is an array that we create. So feature 1, feature 2, which I have no idea why we do this like this, but because this pre-feature thing, we are not saving it. Okay, so this is what you saved latest time you save something, you've got it here. So this is the previous value for the future, and then what the hell has happened here, so the previous source value, and this is what has happened here. Have we win or not? So the way this works, it means that we need probably to save let's write this down, because the way KNN filter works means that we would have to close, what's the name, that we would have to close we will have to use always the swing detected feature to decide to go long and short, and just avoid any stop loss or take profit during in the way. That's probably not what we want to. Okay, because the only way, because currently the only way it has to evaluate if it's good or not is checking the current price to the previous price. So it's a good approach. Or do we? That's the question. Do we want to do this or not? Because this is, I mean, so basically what we do here is we say, okay, so here you have where's the swing detection thing here happening? Look at that. So here you have one and one short, and we detect the swing, and then it goes down, and Okay, so let's put here a vertical arrow so that we know what we're talking about. Okay, or maybe we can put here a short position so that we can see it more. Okay, so here, look at that. So here we detect the swing detected. We have one short and one short, and yeah, let's suppose that this is the KNN says that we go short, so this is a good thing. Okay, so when the hell do we find the next swing detected thing? Let's see. Wait a moment, here it is. So here you have the next swing detected. Okay, so this means that from here to here, swing detected, yeah, it's here. So here you have a trait, which is a short trait. Okay, which has been gone, right? So here there's a swing detected, and what the hell have you detected here? You have detected 10 long, and so this is plus 10 and plus 3. So here we had what the hell is this? Here we have -1 and -1. So we go down, and here we have what the hell is this? Here we have plus 10 and plus 3, and then we go up till there's a new swing, which will happen sometimes. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. Okay. So maybe, yes, this is a good approach for doing this. So we would have very long trades, which only going to be close when this happens. This was not my original plan. This was not my original plan, which was going to close the trades based on only one swing feature greater than 0 on so in absolute values with feature greater than 0. You know what I mean? So when you've got this swing feature 0 whatever, we close. That's not what I was going to do. And yeah. In any case, we need a stop loss or something, isn't it? Okay, so far what we have here on the code, we have this swing detected thing. We probably want to have this swing detected thing here, isn't it? Yeah, let's wait a moment. Let's save it and let's say plot swing detected. Plot swing detected. Okay, so before doing anything else, I'm going to make a version, because why not? And I mean, it's not good enough, as you might think, but they want to save something before going into KNN full-blown KNN stuff. You know what I mean? Although I don't like a lot, so we need to put some kind of stop loss bet. So this is P2. Okay, so hit add, and so this is going to be, oh my god, be a TP bound version to P2, and hit tag, which is the latest, so trailer in P2, isn't it? So this is P2, and also we are going to have P2 here. Okay, look at that. What the hell do we haven't we done this yet? Wait a moment, please. My god, oh my god. 1 second, please. I want to work with this so that we hit push origin main, and the latest tag is this one here, so hit push origin trailer in P2 here. Nice. Now let me find this one here, which I mean, I thought I had the version around here, so it's something like this. So this is PKNN, and this is P2. So hopefully I can do this the right way. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to have this into the different chats so that you can take a look at it if you want to. Okay, haven't seen. Okay, so P2, this is the right one. Okay, so right now we have this KNN filter thing. Then we've got the original one, which we did in a different way. So now I need to put all of these into the right place or something. I also had a library so that this was even easier, but I'm not sure if I'm actually using a library here. KNN filter 87. I mean, there is not a library here, but I actually made a library, or didn't I? I think I didn't make the library yet because it was not worth it, the way of this works with all of this. Oh, look at that, Monte Carlo offset and so on. What the hell? Monte Carlo period. Yeah, Monte Carlo check after. Need to learn. Okay, look at that. Need to learn. Okay, so now let's take a look at the KNN filter thing here that we have here. So this strategy, in order to work, used last guru KNN long thing, which is here. Okay, and this is based on the KNN staff, which is look at that. So first of all, we need to make sure that this has been, that the KNN has learned enough. So this is the max KNN learn iterations, which is I don't know, maybe 100. So I'm going to look at that. So we first learn 100 times if this is going to work okay or not. Okay, and then in order to trade, which is what we have here, you have to have learned okay enough. Then this needs to be okay, and this is based on this 2KNN black box, which has everything here. Okay, so here you can see how we are always putting here the KNN matrix, which is a matrix with the KNN values, KNN type, which maybe it's the percentage or something. Let's see if I can take a look here. So it's either percentage or Boolean value. So do we do one minus one, or do we do a percentage? Then neighbors, which is a value. I think it's an integer. So we will have to figure out which is the the right one there. The minimum difference, which is a maximum matrix size. So this had, which was the value for this. So this is 102. So you learn 100 times, and you have 100 size of the matrix. Then we've got the source, which the source is actually the price. So here you have the open value, which I think makes sense somehow, although I'm not sure about that, but I think it makes sense because it's the value that I don't know why it's open, but I think it makes sense when you learn is the source. So we've got some values here, true, false, which I would need to find out what the hell they mean in the KNN function. Okay, and then we've got the KNN ADX and the KNN MFI, and MFI is a strange RSI here. Okay, from this, which uses these two values here. So we've got as the features, so in this old script, okay, as the features of KNN, which is what we have set here, that swing feature 1, 2, and swing feature 2 -4. Okay, so as the features you have here, you've got the ADX and the MFI. So the MFI, you see that it's in special RSI, and the ADX, it's going to be an ADX, as you always have. So this is an actual DMI, and you have the length and the smoothing of the ADX and so on. And so these are the two features. So then the same KNN gives you the advice. So here I can see how we have this need to learn and need to trade, which is need to learn is wait a moment. Wait a moment. Maybe this is the right script that we want to use. As you can see here, the need to learn thing is always happening some candles after this thing has happened here. Monte Carlo ATR. Var index. Stop loss length. Okay, ITR stop loss length. This is quite interesting because so now I'm quite confused. So here you have the Monte Carlo, because that's what I have always done in trailering strategy. I have this Monte Carlo staff, I have this offset. Okay, so what I do is, let's check if look at this. So Monte Carlo Path has this thing offset on the period, which is 24, which is the period, Monte Carlo period. What the hell are you? Okay, so Monte Carlo period is 24, so that means that each 24 of them, this is going to be 0, so this is going to be true, and that means that you are going to learn each time this is true. So it's 24 candles you are going to learn if a trade is good enough or not. So you're going to learn 24 hours later, which I guess that this might be related. So this strategy might be related to 24 hours. Okay, so the KNN A filter might be approaching the trades in such a way that 24 hours later the trade is always closed. But that's something that we need to prove. So let's try to find this thing about enable older trades or something. What the hell is this? We usually have an input for to enable to older thing. So let's try, look at this. So enable to long order close, which is true, and currently this is in 6 candles. So when you start a trade, you trade 4 of them, and then and this is minus 100. So this means that it's always 100, and that's it. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, I might need to use this strategy and see what the hell it does. But the thing is that thanks to this need to learn, you can check each 24 candles if this has worked properly or not. So you actually, what you actually save is the old data, not the current data. That's what happens here with the KNN KNN staff. As you may see here on the, 1 second please. So these are the inputs that we are taking a look at here. And then filter here. So too long, close. Okay, so here we've got this thing here, and so what the hell are we doing here, please? Yeah, so if we take a look and we search this function here, wait a moment. Why the hell are you finding anything? I mean, the functions should be KNN filter. What the hell? Why? KNN. Is this something that is broken? If I search for this here, will I find it? So why? Okay, so let's go to this buffer and search for the fucking same thing. What the hell? I mean, I'm doing something wrong. That so this is line 943. I mean, at least do KNN. Okay. Apparently now this seems to work. I don't know why it didn't work before. But the thing is, if you need to trade, you call this function, and here it is. And you need to trade, and you store these features here. And so KNN store or store %, what you are actually saving here is the old value, which is what the latest time you saved here, which is the latest value, latest values, latest string, then the difference. Yeah, so that means if you save the latest value, okay, so if you save latest value, actually I think that when you do KNN, you don't actually save these because it's not what you actually want to do. So this, you have this pstore thing, which is I guess this is false by default when you call it here. So you can see, so you don't store anything when you trade. However, when you, I guess that we have here need to learn. I guess that somewhere you save this thing. No? Let me search for need to learn. No, this is not used. Okay, what the hell? So, in addition to do KNN, we should have another one, which is safest half. So we should have a KNN function later on, which talks about saving a tab, because otherwise this is not going to work properly. So trade. Okay, and then filter. I'm missing something here. Okay. Okay, look at that. Here we have the KNN filter thing. So we probably have all the stuff for now in if the take profit, stop loss and so on has been achieved or not. This is, I want to know, this is before or after. Okay, so we have all the stuff regarding of are we going long or short, which we have here, and we read whatever we have on the KNN matrix to decide if we go long or short. Okay, but once we have done all of that, then down here we start to think, what the hell has happened here? Do we have a take profit? Do we have a stop loss? Have we reached the long take profit? Have we reached the long stop loss? So this is actually, this is where the trader in stuff comes from. Maybe that's what I used for the break-in stuff from the yeah, the break-in stuff that I'm using right now on the trailering. Maybe it comes from here, where I find out where stuff, what's going, if take profit was reached or whatever. Maybe it came from here. So look at that. Once you do all of this, you've got this thing about, if you have boolean, just the result is either 1 or -1 depending on this bit long. Okay, which is the take profit is reached and we haven't reached the stop loss, and the take profit is reached and we haven't reached the stop loss. So yeah, so this thing here is, I don't know. So let's write it down. So the KNN A filter is able to check if at the same time, okay, take profit has been reached, the stop loss has not been reached, to be able to teach the KNN system that this was a successful long short trade. Okay, so that means that we need a take profit or a stop loss after all. Okay, because right now, if I'm not mistaken right now, we don't have any take profit per se. Okay, so that's something that we need to think about. So question, do we have to remove the take profit is reached condition and only check for the stop loss not being reached? I mean, that's a good question that we have here. Yeah, So yeah, so as you can see here, depending on this boolean or not, and then beard long take profit beard source, you've got this suggested result thing, which is, yeah, so by default suggested result is 0, and then I don't know why this is done like this, but yeah, so this is negative. And so if we have this filter, what we're going to do is we have a minimum result here, and then if this Monte Carlo ATR is possible, and this is either long and short, then we save this. Okay, so we have too many problems here. I mean, we have too many stuff here. So this is about the KNN filter, KNN A filter. So the first thing is that it might be approaching the trace then it's always it's being able to check if we have checked all of this, then it means that we need. Okay, so do we have the take profit thing? Then we've got this thing about it only learns it only learns. That's a very confusing thing. It only learns when the period is 0, when the Monte Carlo period mods to 0. So it means we would need several strategies at the same time. That's something that I don't like. So we would need to learn to run several strategies at the same time. Okay. And then that's do we actually want that? I don't want to do that. So here you can see how Monte Carlo ATR is possible. Wait, Monte Carlo ATR, this means that we have 24 candles, I think, and or whatever, and Monte Carlo check after. Oh wait a moment, Monte Carlo check after Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo. It only learns when this is 0. That's not right. That's not what Monte Carlo ATR means. So wait a moment. Let me check this Monte Carlo stuff again, because I'm not sure about it. So here on the inputs we have this Monte Carlo period. That's what we want to be taking a look at. So if we search Monte Carlo period, we have this Monte Carlo bar thing, which is used in order to know if we need to trade or not. Yeah, so if this is we need to trade, then we are not always trading, and that's not okay. So it only trades when Monte Carlo period mods to 0. So we will need to run several strategies at the same time. Do we actually want that? No, we don't want that. We want to trade always. Always when it makes sense to trade, of course. So this Monte Carlo period, I wouldn't use it here. Actually, this Monte Carlo both depends on the Monte Carlo ATR possible. That's okay, but that's it. You only need to trade if if you want to trade, and this tells you that you have to trade, and that's it. You don't want to say make sure that this is 0 because whatever. So we have a lot of stuff to cover here. So we have this thing about 24-hour laters. Then the KNN filter is able to check if at the same time we have the take profit and the stop loss. So we need this take profit thing, which I didn't want to have. So you have a maximum trade longevity, age, if you want. And the other thing that I don't like here is let me see. When we are saving here, this extra code here, which tells us if this has been reached or not, there's something here which is Monte Carlo ATR is possible, long okay, short okay. Okay, look at that. So in order for this to work, you are checking latest lowest and latest highest, which is based on Monte Carlo check after. Okay, and so what it's the checks are done. What the hell is this? Wait a moment. The checks for teaching the KNN system are done this many candles after what? The checks for teaching are done with feature 1 and feature 2 values from candles ago. Okay, from so many candles ago. So if you take a look here, so Monte Carlo check after is 6, which is what we are using. This this Monte Carlo check after value needs to be this Monte Carlo check after value needs to be the same value as the old trade things, which I'm not sure what the hell is this. The trades are old thing, old. Here it is. To all long bars number. I mean, the short one too, but you know what I mean. And that this is okay. So 6 hours later the trade is always closed. Okay, that's the problem. What the hell I had here, this thing about Monte Carlo stuff. So here you have the Monte Carlo period. So once again, sorry about that. So once again we have a strategy, which is the KNN-A filter, okay, which serves to filter. And so what we actually want is this feature stuff, and then to know what we want to do with that. So so let me see. The question is, what the hell do we want to keep from this KNN approach? Because this KNN approach is very good. It says let's check what the hell happens 6 candles later, okay, based on the values from 6 candles ago, and then let's save it to the KNN system so that you can learn about it. And okay, then what you actually do is that every candle is six candles only. Each trade is only 6 hours each. Then you close it. Six candles old, and you close it. This means that we need a take profit and a stop loss, or maybe we can remove the take profit if we want to. That's something I'm not sure about that. Then there's this thing about only trading if the Monte Carlo periods mode to 0, which I guess it's something to avoid losing trades if something repeats or something. But that's something that I don't know. That's something that it makes sense with the old way of doing stuff, and now we are not going to have so many places where this is triggered, so there's no need to period this. So we probably do not want this. So Let's write this here. Decisions about integrating KNN filter. Okay. So how many candles? What's the maximum age for a trade? 6 candles, 24 candles. We need to update this thing here and this thing here. Okay, so this is the first thing. So I have no idea what are we supposed to do here. Because I don't want to do that. But in any case, we need to know, we need a way to know that the trade has been successful. And how the hell do we do this? This has no sense. Okay, let's try to. Okay, so this is the trailering stuff. Okay, nice. This was the example about having this trade from here to here, and then you close. And so if I say that this needs to be 6 candles, you can see how 6 candles, it's like here, it's not very much. It's minus 0.40. If I do 24 candles, 24 hours, I'm not sure if it's here or not, but it's 380. So it's better than what we had before. And that's it. So do we have to put 24 candles or what? Maybe 24 hours, it's a good thing to have, like this one here. So this one here, I'm supposing it's a good long one. 24 candles, and here it's not very good, it's not too much, but you are not waiting for this long consensus thing or whatever you think you need to do. When we decide to go long because we have a long and short consensus, we usually wait for a long consensus thing in order to. Okay, so the swing detected here. Yeah, there are too many swings there. And we also need a way to know that swing detected and that we would have traded this, because there was no open trade or whatever, because this one is, but this one is not, unless, wait, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What more stuff do we need to decide about this integration? What's the maximum age? Okay, so 24 candles. Okay, let's reply 24 candles, although I'm not convinced. Take profit. Take profit to stop loss. What take profit do we enforce? Okay, let's take a look at whatever this had. So here we should probably have an stop loss ATR, and then the take profit depends on the stop loss, isn't it? So take profit is turned on. Okay, then you've got enable risk reward ratio thing, which means that the position ratio, which means that the take profit is to 25 of the stop loss, and the stop loss is turned on, and it's an ATR stop loss with 1.5 ATR. Okay, so basically what we have is if you have a position ratio of 225, then it means that the take profit has been reached and that we are good to go. Okay, so take profit, so we want to enforce is 224 position ratio take profit based on a 1 to 5 times ITR based stop loss as the original KNM strategy. Okay, so that means that we are going to have to take profit. Yeah, let me check right now what the hell do we have here as a stop loss, because I think we have, look at that, so the multiplier is a 3, it's not 1.5, but we will modify this so that it's 1.5. Multiplier for stop loss needs to be, so multiplier for stop loss needs to be 1 thin instead of the current 3.0. Okay, nice. What more stuff do we have here around this KNNA filter thing integration? So so 6 hours is going to be 24. Nice. We're going to check the take profit and the stop loss 24 candles later on, so it's one of the candles only going to be 24. Okay, okay, and then it should trade always. It should trade always. Wait a minute. It should try to trade always. Not based on Monte Carlo period mods to 0. And that's it. That's what we want to do. You can say something on the chat if you want. There are 3 viewers right now. That means 2 of you are here. I'm going to go back in in 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we are back. So let's see how to do this. So the first thing is we want to force 24 candles thing. So it's going to be we're going to do that, and then later on we will do the rest of it. So this needs to be done on the trailering script. Do not forget that we are working on the trailering script. So let's do it like this so that we are not confused. And here, okay, so so in theory we should have this thing about enable 24 I mean, I don't want to do that. I want to save. I want to have long trades, because this is swing trading. I want to have long trades. So if I have long trades, I don't have this maximum age thing. But if I don't have this maximum age thing, I need to save these values into some variables, because otherwise we're going to lose them, isn't it? This is complex. Let's go back to KNN filter strategy. So here we have this extra code. So this is quite easy. So you get the lowest and you get the highest of this value here, and then you know if this has been right or not. However, if I have to wait, I don't know, 120 candles. I'm not going to be able to go back and find all of this. Okay, so oh my god. Yeah, so it would be even nicer not to have 24 maximum age, but it's there are, it would need too much writing. We might want to do that in a second phase or improvement. Right now we will reuse whatever we have in KNN A filter. Okay, we reuse whatever we have in KNN A filter. Okay, but we want, so this is future. We want to rewrite KNN filter substrategy extra code. Okay, so that we don't have to only have 24 hours old traits. Okay, so that we can swing. We can have actual long age swing movements. Okay, that's it. Okay, but right now we want to have some movement. We want to have something which is fast. Okay, so let's do it. So here on the top we've got the trailering KNN. So the first thing we want to do is this 24 candle stuff. So we want to turn this on in such a way that here it is. So two older inputs. So maybe we could just copy and paste whatever we have here. What the hell is this? Here it is. So I'm going to copy and paste everything, and then we will see if it has been a good idea or not to copy and paste everything. So right now let me see. So this is in the right place. The variable names are the same ones, and then we have 24 and minus 100. Now we have 6 and minus 100. This is turned on. So originally it was not turned on, and so wait a moment. Maybe I can just yeah, okay. So trailering. So this is going to be 24 and 24. Same thing happens here, 24 and 24. Okay, nice. Now let's take a look at this again. Well, this is different. So now you can see how we turn this true and enable true, enable true. So from false you go to true, and then we actually have the same values, and we have the same values here, and this is true and this is true. So this is what we wanted to have here. So this is going to be what's the name? Two old orders. Two old. What's the two orders is set to 24 and enabled. Okay. Okay, so we have already done this. Okay, I have written about this, that we want so that we don't have to only have 24 candles, and we have more of them. So take profit. So take profit, it's going to be 225 thing. So a stop loss is going to be 1.5. Let's try to do this. What the hell is the 1.5 thing? So here (1.5) and 1.5. So hit div. So this is going to be ATR stop loss multiplier is set to 1.5. Okay, nice. What about the take profit? Because I'm not sure. So trailing take profit was one thing that we had before, and we turn it off, and yeah. Because before we had this thing about trying to get to the previous candle value and so on, but now we don't care about that too much. So enable take profit is true, and enable take profit default logic is false. So that means that we are using another logic or something. Let me see. Maybe it means that you don't want. I don't know. has happened here? Stupid thing. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So. Okay, so let me check the take profit settings to know what the hell I want to turn on or off. So you can see how here the take profit default logic is false. Only useful if you code your own take profit logic. We actually want the default one. So I guess that there is a take profit logic down here, which follow the cumulative bound close. Oh my god. Yeah, so this was something that we were using in order to close a trade, which I guess this might be the take profit thing I am looking at. So this follow the cumulative bump close. We don't want so follow the cumulative bump close needs to be turned off. So right now here the multiplier is done, but this one not. It's not done, and that's something I want to check what the hell is happening here. So trailering KNN. Enable trailering take profit. Okay, so cumulative stuff thing. Let's see if that's what this is all about. Okay, so it should be around here. Cumulative. Okay, here it is. Cumulative bump close. I think it's this one here. Follow the cumulative bump close. So if I'm not mistaken, okay, look at this. This depends on this advice, which has whatever advice. Yeah, and we don't want that. So let's do this false and false, please. I mean, this we actually will be removing this from the script once it's been ended, because otherwise this script is too big. It should not be so big. You know what I mean? Okay, let's save this. So hit div, hit add, and now we say follow the cumulative long close is set to false. Okay, so we are not using it. Let's see what happens right now with all of the stuff that we have down here, because we have probably this is not going to work very well because we are not closing the trades in any way. So I'm not sure. So there should be only one long trade and that's it, isn't it? Have we already finished? Thought that this... oh no, this is compiling. Okay, so look at this. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's not going to be like that because we have this 24 hours thing. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. So now we open here the trade and then we only close it 24 hours later on. And the same thing happens here, but we are always doing this thing that this is always long. We are never saying, oh, this might be short because of whatever. We are not doing that yet. And then so turn on long and short. Turn on use reverse mode instead of long only mode. I mean, that's something that you need to do. Okay, so I'm still thinking about this take profit. So we've got this take profit thing. So depending on, oh, look at that triggering FIFO price. Have we do we have this turn on or something? That's a very good question. So so the FIFO take profit, maybe that's the reason why. That's maybe the reason why the default take profit was turned off. So if we turn this on with I mean, here we have 0.5, but what I want to put is 225. Let's take a look with 0.5. I'm curious to see what the hell happens here. I mean, here. Oh, look at that. I mean, not bad results, but what about this? 225. Maybe this 225, it's not a good thing to do. I'm not sure about that. Do we have 225 the other way around? So if I, so this is 0.80, and if I go down is 123. And what the hell the stop loss is? We don't know what the hell the stop loss is. In any case, this is not the close thing that we were. Wait, yeah, this is the take profit. So this would have worked if we have decided that this was short here. You know what I mean? So Yeah, so this 225 might be worth exploring, although we will for sure modify it if it's needed. So what we want to do is we want to search for take profit, which we will find someday. Here it is. So take profits is turned on, though the risk reward ratio is going to be 225. Position ratio 225. So position ratio is set to 225. Maybe I should have done everything in a single commit and say something B3 settings or something. And so risk reward ratio is true, and here there's the take profit the for logic thing. So let's do it. Damn it, I didn't want to do this. Take profit the full logic is set to true. Nice. So now if we take a look at these nodes that we have here, we've got this thing and this thing here. So we have the maximum age, we have the take profit, and yeah, and we are missing this thing because we want the reverse mode too, and we should always trade. I'm curious to know, I mean, yes, we have already tested this because we have turned on everything, isn't it? So it's going to work like this. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to set this long short staff and then see what happens. Sorry about that. Okay, so strategy tester here. We have always the same bad results because we are not filtering anything with KNN. That's why. So we reset everything. We know that we have this take profit, the full logic, and so on. We've got this 225, which I don't think I had before, and that's it, I think. Let's see how it goes. It's not very good, as it always happens, and so if we, where the hell are you? If we change, as we remove the strict mode and we say reverse, let's see what happens. I mean, it's not going to work because I think we don't have any logic for the short side of the stuff, but I'm not actually sure what the hell do we have as a logic in the. So here there's the swing strategy, but what the hell? Short look back consensus. So trading long is this thing, and yeah, we have something which is the inverse of the other place, but you know, yeah, look at that. This seems to go well, and then in no long. Okay, so now we have 322 trades, which are more trades, which is good. So that this learns how to trade properly, so that we can say, do not do like I have told you manually, but just learn if this is good thing to short or to long in 24 candles. That's it, because this is a good thing to short, and we know it because 24 candles later on, which is here, you have reached the take profit thing and you have not reached a stop loss. That's why we know that it's a good trade. So let's try to change the long short stuff here. So this is false, and this is disabled. Okay, so take profit. So long strict mode is set to false. That's what it is. Is set to false. Yeah. So originally it was true, and now it's set to false. Okay. And where the hell is this? Reverse. Here we are. So the false is reverse, which is nice. Okay. So the strategy type is set to reverse. Okay. Do we have anything else? Wait. Do we have anything else that we want to use reverse? This is candle. So basically what we want to do is these two things here that we have. It should try to trade always, and we need to trade this to 24. We need to update this to 24. Okay. But I mean, that's too much work. So I mean, what I mean is that what we can do right now is just bump the version so that we can say that from P3 we do the KNN integration. So this is a very small integration, which means that we are changing some settings, but now we are going to work on the actual KNN integration. That's why I'm doing another version. So let's do it. So bump version to P3, hit tag with this P3 thing here. Wait a minute. Now we can push this tag and the main branch. Okay, nice. So What the hell? So now we have P3 with all of this, and we need to do the KNN integration thing. So this is going to be not easy to do, but let's try to find a way of doing it. So I think what I will do is a compare of KNN filter thing, and look at this, all these debugs and stuff, and then I've got this trailing pay KNN thing here. So this helps me to put the KNN stuff onto the new KNN strategy, which is the trailering one. Okay, so this is like an example, which is how do you filter stuff thanks to this, and this is a strategy that is going to be using KNN. So I want to check what are the differences, and the next day I think I will work with this. So let's see. Enable signaling edge mode. Okay. Ignore a contract check. Okay. These are stuff that. Oh, look at that. Leverage 11. Maybe that's something that I want to change someday. I'm not sure about that. Okay, look at that. Here we have the enable take profit default logic. So when we were doing this KNN script, we didn't have this take profit default logic thing. That's interesting. What the hell is the difference here? This to 25%, which we have removed because it doesn't make sense. Stop loss logic, we also have that, and the stop loss offset, which we have right now. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Maximum loss per trade 2%. That's something that we might want to modify. I don't know. Because I usually use 1%, not 2%. But I don't know why there is a 2% thing here. Okay, so here we have this higher time frame thing, which is, I think, is turned off. So we don't care too much about this. So this is a thing about the 24 to all orders value. Okay. Okay, so here you can see how we start to see some stuff like the KNN source and so on. So these are the inputs for the KNN part. We also have the Monte Carlo stuff, which I don't know, that's not a thing that we want to have. We also have the plot KNN matrix thing, the filter, something. And here on the right, it's all the trailering stuff. Okay. So these are some strings which are here. And here we have the Monte Carlo offset, which we are not longer using because we want always to trade. So we are not going to plot it. Okay. This thing about days of week filter to see sometimes might be useful, but I'm not sure this is useful. Okay, so order stop loss per 1 and so on. Now this has a bar variable because I guess that we use it somewhere. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there is a change on how these moving average functions now work. Okay, so in the functions side of thing, you can see how we've got the KNN functions. So this is the KNN function. We will need to add all of these functions here so that we have sort of a library, but we don't want the RSI function, we don't want the DMI function for the ADX stuff, we don't have the RMA, we only want to do KNN sum, KNN distance, KNN get, and store percent, store, and store result. Okay. Then this is nothing useful. Higher time frame, it's minimal change. Current high, same thing here. And here we have the different implementation stuff, which we will need to adapt what we have here. So this offset, we don't want to have this Monte Carlo offset, I mean this Monte Carlo period, to do anything, and we only want this Monte Carlo ATR is possible, and then need to learn into trade thing. Carl check after. Need to learn always. I don't know. We will have to work on this. When do you want to learn? You want to learn when there is a win, which is a good win. That's it. Okay, Carl has learned enough. That's right. So iterations and learn iterations. So if this turn on, then this is going to be true, otherwise you do anything. Okay, so this is meant to be used as a filter, so you have the original strategy and then you filter it if you want, but actually here is only used once. And here you can see all the stuff, maximum close excursion and so on, that you use on the treasury inside of thing to know when a trade has been broken or not. And this thing inside the position, we are not inside the position, and all these settings which we are not using, both of them. Here we have the swing detected thing that we will be using in order to save stuff here. So all of this stuff needs to be around here on the bottom, so that we can use swing detected and so on that we have here. Okay, actually this bounce stuff, we will be removing it probably. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Now we only have one viewer, which is myself. So yeah, let's see what more do we have here changed. 100. Here it is. So virtual trading plot stuff. Oh, look at that, date of week load. What the hell is this? Okay, look at that, this is different approach. So the ops time interval is another place, I guess. Up stop time interval. It's here now. Okay, yeah, so we have a lot of stuff that needs to be removed from here, so that the strategy is smaller. ATR, stop loss, offset ATR, stop loss. So we have some stuff that has been rewritten because yeah, so now this depends on the default logic and so on. And here on the left you have this thing. Where the hell is this? So here you have this extra code for the KNN filter. That's what we want to add around here. Okay. So yeah, then this thing about the doing one thing or the other. And that's it. So I have forgotten, so we have pushed P3 but we haven't put the URL on the thing, on the chat. So let's put this URL in the chat with P3 and we are done. So let's try this. So next video, finish integration thanks to compare, and this thing here, which is do not do anything based on Monte Carlo period, and then this Monte Carlo check after needs to be 24 so that it matches what we have on the two all order candles. Okay, right now we have 322 trades. We happen to go okay here, then we don't go right, now we range. So this is because yeah, and some of them are short, some of them are long, and we don't know very well why, but that's what we have. Okay, so next video hopefully we can finally integrate KNN. Now that we have more or less everything in the right place, now we can integrate KNN. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.